Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today we are going to do some head swapping for this big guy here. This is the muscular versions of the 112 scale for the super flexible seamless male body from TB League. Okay, so this is another head swapping for this body which I have reviewed earlier on. You can check out my link right here. So this is a bigger version of the other guy that I have actually reviewed before, and you can see right here this is the smaller guy. He's much bigger and taller than he is. So we are going to try some heads for this body today, and there's something special about this head swapping is that I will not be trying on every heads that I have, like what I did for this body here. So I will only try on those heads which I think should have this kind of body shape. So don't expect to see Tom Holland's head or maybe Stanley heads or any Peter Parker heads, or who else, Hawkeye heads, you know, those guys that I think that will not have such muscular body. I won't try that on. Okay, so I will be trying those that I feel or I think that they are really having such a body shape, otherwise it will look very weird. Yep, so this is how I'm going to do for this head swapping. But then again, don't you worry, because even by that we will still have around 10 to 15 heads to swap. Yep, so there will be some from DC, some from Marvel, and there will be one special head which I hope that it will work as well. Okay, so first of all, of course we will need to remove his head, and we are very familiar with this already. You can see the neck joint is actually metal. This is the specialties of this brand, that they're actually using die cast as the inner body joint, which I like to call the skeleton of this body is actually all metal or die cast, as you like to call it. Okay, so we will try to start with the DC first because they are a bit lesser heads for the DC. So of course I will try with Ben Affleck. Okay, this is the what do you call it? The bat flag. Okay, it's from 11, this company called 11. So this is not from Manipul, or it's a custom head actually, not anything official, but it's looking pretty darn good. Okay, so let's try on this head. Okay, wow. Okay, even the skin tone, I think it matches pretty well. This skin tone is actually the not the pale version, it's more of the suntan version. So it's very hard to find a head with the similar skin tone, but this matches pretty well, I would say. Okay, somehow I feel he should be bulkier than this body. I mean, it's his real life, he should be much more bigger size. Okay, but it looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, so the next one, I believe you should know who is that. It's the Superman, of course. This is the Mayfax Superman head from Justice League. Okay, very angry version, and from here I can really tell that the skin tone is not going to match very well, and it's not going in, of course, because of this ball joint is much bigger. Okay, so it doesn't work very well, but not to worry. My trusted brand Manipul actually made one. This is a very much better looking Superman. Okay, this is from Manipul, and let's try. Okay, of course it will work because it's basically a very big hole inside. So again, the skin tone, I think it matches pretty well, just that it doesn't have any neck. Maybe with some blue tag it will work, but then again I think he should have a bigger body. He's Superman after all. Yeah, so So it should be something like this. Does it looks good? Not very, no. Okay, so the next one is something that I just feel that it might works, which is Bane from Nolan's Batman. Okay, this one I think it works pretty well, except for the skin tone. Yeah, but I think the body shape is very much similar to him when he's in the movie. Do you think so? Okay, just the skin tone is pretty bad. I mean, doesn't match at all. Okay, but this is a very good head of Tom Hardy. Okay, so that's it for DC. Now let's start with Marvel. Okay, so Marvel, basically I can only think of two guys which I think should have this body. Of course, it's not Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. I think the first one is of course Chris Evans, and then also Chris Hemsworth as Thor. So of course I have three heads for Chris Evans, and then I have also three heads for Thor, Chris Hemsworth. So let's try with Captain America first. This is from the Wordy Cap Marvel Legends. Okay, and nope, the skin tone doesn't work at all, and it's a very much bigger hole. Okay, so it doesn't work. And we have the s.h.figuarts one, which is from the Civil War, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Civil War cap. This is from s.h.figuarts, and again it doesn't work, but I think the body is pretty much there. Okay, too bad, doesn't work. And then next we have the one from Maniple. I really hope this will work for this cap, but again, yep. Oh, actually the skin tone match pretty well, so it's safe to say that the skin tone actually matches for most of the custom heads, but it doesn't go in at all, which is a bummer. Otherwise I think he looks pretty good. Okay, so far none of it works, which are pretty bad. And lastly we have Thor, which I'll try the s.h.figuarts one from Infinity War, and of course doesn't go in at all. Okay, yeah, it's another bummer. Okay, and then we will have the Chris Hemsworth from Muscular. This is the Ragnarok Thor, and with a bigger hole, which I think wow, so this is bad. Okay, doesn't work at all. Even the head I think is a little too big. Okay, and lastly I think this one is more like a parody. It's a joke from Marvel Legends. Which I think looks the best by far. Okay, you just imagine he doesn't become fat and he just, you know, just stay in shape. Maybe that's how he looks like. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, so that's all for the head trials for Marvel and DC, and the special guest that I mentioned is this head, which is the Arnold from Terminator 2. I have reviewed this figure. This is a 112 Terminator T800 figures from some brand called Great Twins or something. I couldn't remember. You'll see the link right here. Okay, so I really hope it works, because this body can actually do the you know, when Terminator first arrived and he was like bending down, he can do it. Okay, so if this works, then it will be perfect. And okay, it doesn't really go in because they uses magnet to actually place the head on the body, which oh man, this is a bummer, because I think it works, just that this magnet is blocking the way. Otherwise I think it looks pretty good. Okay, let's hope my camera will focus. Yep, I think it looks pretty good. Wow, just that it doesn't go in, which is a bummer. Otherwise I think we have an Arnold body here. Okay, so yep, none of the head actually works well for this body, which is a waste, because I think this is such a good body. Wait, let me see. Yeah, for Superman it's too big. Yeah, so the best one still goes to this. At least I have some use for this head now. The Thor. Okay. Yep. So I hope you find this video informative and entertaining at the same time, because none of the heads works for this body, which is such a waste. And yep, I hope you give me a likes if you like this kind of video, and of course leave me a comment below if you have any further heads that you think it might works with this body. And of course subscribe to my channel right over here and click on the bell button so that you'll be notified whenever I have any new videos. Okay, and till then I'll speak to you in my next video. Wow, bye.